Welcome back, it's Smash Bros here. Today it's time for the second episode of the one-screen puzzle challenge, or the puzzle challenge in general. So in the last episode I gave 2 one-screen puzzles to you, and now it's time to take a look at them. But let's start with the easier one. The easier one is definitely step by step. The first thing you've got to do in this puzzle is activate the P-switch, grab this coin without jumping up there, and grab the other coins and get the other P-switch. Now you've got to throw the P-switch in this hole on top here. Let's just restart. The best way to do this is to jump from here and throw it when you're right here at the cloud block. So now this P-switch will block the way, and if you now release the mushroom, it won't get stuck in here because the P-switch is there. Now you'll get this power block, and this is the most creative step in the puzzle. So in order to get to the exit, you need to somehow kill the Thwomp. But you need this power block at the very end to kill the Spiny. So you want to save this power block, but the problem is the Thwomp is not on ground, and if you hit this power block, the Thwomp won't die because he actually needs to be on ground to die. So now here's the creative part. You need to put this power block here. So now there is ground, it's the power block, but it counts as ground. And now the Thwomp is directly above ground, and if you now activate the other power block, it will die. The next thing you want to do is you want to blow up this block where the mushroom came out of, and therefore you need the mushroom. You need to grab the bomb and throw it in here. So why are you supposed to do that? Because you want to get back the P-switch, and here's the tricky part. If you want to get the P-switch, you have to place the spring here to get on top, but now you can't go down this way again because there's the spring. So breaking this block gives you the opportunity to go this way, and it's still not over. Now you need this spring again. You need to throw it in this hole, and with the P-switch you can now activate this note block. And the last things you've got to do is you've got to activate the P-switch, go through here, and then activate the power block to kill the Spiny, and you can finish the level. So this was my first puzzle. Let's continue with the other puzzle. Simply complex. I think the reason why this is so complex is that you have to go in the right order through the doors many times. And I always think doors make puzzles harder, I don't know why, but it seems like that. So on your first round you have to get the shell mat and put it on. In order to go further in the puzzle you have to activate this block, but the problem is the bomb in this block will destroy this block under the door you just entered. So if you want to enter it later again, you need something to stand on. Now you need to go in this door, break this block and go for the second round. You need to activate the power block, release the Koopa in this block, and now you've got a spring. You need to place the spring in this hole. Now here comes the little bit tricky part. If you've broken all these bricks, there's a big red Koopa in this block above Mario. So you first need to break these blocks, or otherwise the Koopa will instantly die if you activate it. And now you need to be a little bit fast. You have to do like this. And you have to go in the door before the big Koopa shell destroys this block over here. So there were 2 blocks here the Koopa shell has to destroy, and exactly in the moment when it destroys these 2 blocks you have to enter the door before it also destroys this block. But now you need to get hurt. With the spiny helmet in your hands you can now activate this block. It has a P-switch in it. Now you can break it. And you have to enter this door again with the P-switch you just got. Now you can grab this power block again, which isn't possible from above because it's right here. Before you activate the power block you have to get this one because otherwise it will fall down. Now you have to activate this one. And this strange one-way setup is there. So you can place a power block or an item. Not like that. So what I was trying to explain before is this setup is there so you can get a power block or another item, a P-switch or something in here without being able to go through it. Now there's the P-switch. You need it again to stand on it. Go through here. And now this is the first time you've got a power block in your hands while you're here. And you can use this power block to push the Monty Mole over. You shall not activate it yet. You shall just push the Monty Mole into this hole. So how are you supposed to do that? You just stand right next to the power block and tap down on your gamepad, and then you just tap the grab button really short. So now the power block is a little bit further on the right side, and you continue doing this until the Monty Mole gets pushed into the hole. So now when the Thwomp is on the ground you need to kill him, and the final thing you have to do is you have to destroy this block, and to do so you need this bomb. And now you can finish the level. This was the second puzzle, Simply Complex. And for the next episode, I've planned something different. This time it's not a one-screen puzzle, it's a big exploration puzzle. It's called Crept, the House of Desperation. It has no clears yet, but I've just uploaded it, so maybe only 1 or 2 people, or even no one. It says no one has played it yet. This is the puzzle for the next episode. And, well, I can just start it off. That's how the first screen looks. But I don't want to show more. And this is a different kind of puzzle. It's a little bit different, so it's not the classical puzzle where you need every item that you find. So there are huge areas just there to confuse the player and to, well, lead the player in wrong directions. But I think it's not possible to fuck this puzzle up at any point, so no matter what you do, there's always a way to get back and to do everything right, I guess. So I've not proved everything that's possible, but I don't see any way to get stuck in this puzzle. So if you want to try it out, the ID is there. I'll also link, as always, I'll also link every level ID of every shown level in this episode down in the description. And for today, I want to end with something special. I recently found a Japanese user of Mario Maker, and she makes really cool levels. She has only a few levels, but they are all really good, I think. And they use all kinds of cool glitches to trick the player. So for example, this is my favorite level, and I want to showcase this in this episode too. So first, well, it's even hard to see that you can actually go through here. So now you're up there. You fall down here, and you need a power block to get past here. You get the mushroom. There are also mushrooms coming out of the pipe. If you go back here, there was a pipe that was blocked off. Now there are power blocks in the pipe, and you go back and the muncher's gone. So it's a trick level to make you think something, and then it's all completely different than you thought. Next thing is you have to break through these blocks, and in order to get through here you will need a P-switch, or you will need a helmet to go through here, but this is later in the level. So first we need the P-switch. We go up here. And we get the P-switch. So now we can go back. But hey, where does this P-switch come from? So again, the level has tricked you. Now we can enter this pipe. Next thing we need is a fire flower. We can get this Yoshi, and now pay close attention, I jump up here, and for some magical reason I've teleported through these buzzy beetles. So that's very strange too. Now we've got the fire flower, and with this fire flower we can finally blow this bomb up. But as it turns out, this way has just opened itself and there's a fire flower for free too. So again, all the things we did seem unnecessary. Now we've got the helmet. And we can finally get to the first checkpoint. There's fire flowers too. Can now enter this door. And we need to get down here. So we need a P-switch again. Where could be a next P-switch for us? Maybe here? Yes. And well, we can now go through here. Or we can take the way more obvious path that wasn't there before, but for some strange reason is there now. Next thing we need is a spring to get up there. So we want to find a spring. Can activate these two hidden blocks. Now the bombs will blow up. And there's the spring. So let's go in this door. And well, why haven't I grabbed this way more obvious spring before? Again, just because it wasn't there. I don't even understand all of the mechanics in this level, but they are pretty cool. And now we need the spiny helmet. So first we get the next checkpoint. There's a fire flower. Well, we can use these donut blocks to go through here. We come out of this door. We can take a hit because we need to put the spiny helmet on. We go back. And for some strange reason, I totally overlooked this obvious spiny helmet right at the pipe I came out of. So let's go back into the pipe. Well, we don't even need it. We come out up there. And this is the final area, so we get a bunch of 1-ups. And now we just have to find a way to the exit. And that's the flagpole, so all we have to do is to jump on this note block. And I think this is a pretty cool level. I was very impressed when I played it the first time, and I'm still very impressed. It has so many cool mechanics, I don't understand them all, and well, she has 2 or 3 or 4 levels, I think 4 levels like this to trick the player. And the other levels are, I'm not really sure, something, I think some remakes from Donkey Kong levels. I don't know, maybe SDK1 means Super Donkey Kong 1, I don't know, but it are still pretty cool levels, so you can definitely check all of her levels out. These are all very great levels. I was pretty lucky to find this user. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video.